Welcome back. I'm Gwendolyn out of Denver, Colorado,
I'm Rashandale out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
and we are going to talk about the truth, which is facts, lies, and
And
opinions.
opinions.
Everyday conversation about what judgmental people today or
Yeah,
judgment.
judgmental people, judgmental thought. Be just being judgmental.
Right. Toxic people.
Yeah. Uh, uh, Judgmental. There are some people out there that's judgmental and just totally toxic because they talk about everybody, everything. They don't like nothing. They just gonna judge
Yeah.
every situation in a negative way. And so we're gonna go through this today with judgment and talk about some things and hopefully enlighten you a little bit about being judgmental and the reason why you shouldn't be.
Right. And what are you really judging on? Because generally people always run to the subject, judge not that ye be not
And who are
judge
you? Who
to
are you to
judge.
judge?
That's what they say. That's what they say. Well, that's easy. I don't think bananas grow watermelons. You know what I'm saying?
So
Peaches don't grow pecans on the tree, right?
no, so
So
you gotta judge the tree, the pecan tree, and the peach tree different.
exactly. Right. You know?
Yeah, then you
So
can't, you can't put too much judgment on the pecan tree or the peach tree. You have to let it be what
what
it
it
be.
is,
It
what it
is,
is,
yeah,
exactly.
it
So
is.
that's not judging people. I think people take that out of text. They don't understand. To judge someone, I mean, it's different. You judging people is like, I would say it starts out with maybe their lifestyle.
Yeah, saying something negative about them. I can judgment. Do you think being judgmental always? It ain't always negative, is it? Or is that a just a
I
permanent
think
negative thing?
to me it's negative.
Okay, judgmental will be a
It's
negative, huh?
negative. It's not
Okay,
a discerning. That's something totally different than
okay,
judging. Because lifestyle people judge by your appearance,
right.
you know,
What you wear, your clothes you wear, how much they cost, where you buy
right?
them
Where
at.
you
Cause
buy
some,
them at, the
yeah,
car you
is it a
drive,
designer? Is it designer clothes? You
designer.
wear designer clothes. You might go to Kmart or Walmart, which Kmart clothes, and buy your clothes, and somebody else might go to Macy's or one of the bigger
Right.
department
And
stores,
judge you for that,
and they
or
be
how
like,
you wear
"Oh,
your hair.
oh yeah, do you get your hair done every week, or did
Yeah.
her
Do you have
nails? Do you have
dreads,
your nails
nails?
done every week?
Right.
It's a lot of
The
ways
car
to
you
judge.
drive.
Yeah, what zip code you live in, the kind of
Oh,
house you
don't
live in.
mention the zip code.
Yeah, your nationality.
Your nationality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna touch on a bunch of these little points, regarding being judgmental. And like I said, I was trying to think, can judgmental always be negative? But if it's judgmental, if you're being judgmental, you can't be positive, right?
Right.
Is,
Yeah.
is,
It's
is,
not
is there a positive
referring
way to
to
be
a
judgmental?
discernment, a
Uh,
discerning thing.
yeah.
You
Okay.
know, and I think most people that judge, they don't start at their own house.
Yeah.
They start at your house or somebody
Or
else's.
somebody they're judging
Right.
somebody else, so you
Yeah,
don't
they're
judge
not.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
So I
judge
guess it is
yourself. That's what
negative.
it's referring to. Judge not that ye be not judged. Again, which is different than discerning.
And you're picking up, like I said, if you
Right.
judgmental, you judging somebody, you judging their lifestyle or something about them that in a negative way.
Right, because it doesn't line up with what you think it
It
should be.
should be
Yeah,
okay. Got
that's more
you.
or less to me what that's the opinion of it.
Yeah.
You take John 8 or the adulterous woman. They brought her and said she was caught in the act. However, they didn't realize that they had done things as well
Okay. That they could be judged on.
that they could be judged on.
Okay.
They was looking at the fact if we caught her in the act, we can go ahead and stone her and wrap this up and kill her right now. This cow
She
is
did
worthy of
wrong.
death. She did wrong, but they didn't start at their house.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Yeshua said, well, who here is without sin? Then?
Because none of us is above sin.
Who
So
here who here is so much better than her, basically? I'm paraphrasing, that didn't do nothing this week.
okay.
And all of them was guilty of something. You see?
So how you feel like you're gonna stone her to death if you've been
Right.
doing some
If
things
you've
that
been doing things too. And
was unethical or not right?
exactly.
Yeah,
And not
okay.
only that, she was caught in the act, but he didn't justify her. He told her don't do it again. He didn't justify her. He acknowledged the fact. So when you can acknowledge the fact that a crabapple tree don't grow bananas, that's not judging anything. That's just the discerning of knowing the difference.
Okay, gotcha.
But people judge on like hair, clothes, you
Yeah.
know,
If it's different than theirs.
if it's different than theirs.
Yeah.
Well, you live in that neighborhood, so you're not over here with us, so you must be broke and ain't got no money and
And that's a
breaking the law
judgment.
and breaking the law. That's a judgment, and that can be totally wrong.
Exactly. Okay.
That can be totally wrong.
Yeah. So judgment can be toxic because you can really hurt somebody's livelihood, their spirit.
Lie on them.
Yeah, because you can lie. Yeah, being
Yeah.
judgmental could be possibly be proven to be a lie.
Right. You
Yeah.
can say someone said something that they didn't say.
Yeah.
You could say they did something they did not do.
Right.
It's just like when people go around and they mastermind crimes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
By saying this person did that and they're this and they're that. All of that can be totally untrue.
Okay. So that's in judgmental situation. You're
Right,
judging
exactly.
a person
Because the
by
other
you
person,
saying stuff
right,
to somebody else about.
is gonna believe what you say, whether it be right or whether it be wrong.
Okay.
You see, that's
Yeah.
a form of judgment. So you have to understand the difference between discerning and judging.
And people judge to make themselves feel better. You think to make
Oh, of
them
course.
look better or
To
appear to
make
be
them
better.
appear to be better
Okay.
than somebody else.
Okay.
And usually you're not. Because if you're looking at someone saying you're better, I think that's a purple flag.
Oh no, you're not, because you're judging somebody based on
What you are.
think they
Right,
should
you think.
be, or just to have something to say,
Right.
maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah, just
And that is a part of that judge not, that ye be judged. You can't go around thinking that you're better than somebody else because of whatever you create in your mind, an illusion.
And it's not it wouldn't be, it's not good to judge. It's not good to judge nobody, because who knows? You don't know what the situation is with them and why.
That's good.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So
You don't know.
yeah, you don't know. You just assuming that you know
Right.
that they don't do this or they don't
If
wear
you were
this
this, you would do that. Well,
Yeah.
you're not them. Hello. Anybody in the house? The lights is out. You're not somebody else. So you don't never know what somebody else is going through.
Right. Or why.
Or
Or
yeah.
why.
Or why.
Yeah. So it's best to keep your judgment to yourself.
Right. And love somebody.
Your opinion. It's an opinion, though.
Right.
A judgment is pretty much an opinion.
That's good.
Maybe.
I like that.
Yeah. On how you feel about that person,
whatever
the situation is. That person don't have a nice enough car that you think they should have, or
right, don't live in the right zip code.
Yeah, don't wear the right clothes. It's crazy. What about we was talking about insurances?
Yeah,
because now you have to.
Yeah, you want insurance?
Your policies get
Even
based
a
on
life insurance policy. They be like
based on where you live.
How old are you? Have you been sick? Have you been diagnosed with? And you can outlive anybody that ain't got no record, with
Right.
no disease, no nothing. You could still outlive them.
Yeah.
You see, that's judgmental.
Yeah, I think that's part of being judgmental too.
Yeah, and what about the car insurance?
Yep. Oh,
what's your zip code?
Your zip code. First thing they ask you, because certain zip codes, the car insurance is higher. I know, especially in Vegas, if you live like everybody's insurance went up, but when you call and ask them, that's what they say. It's your location, or you
may not never have a car accident.
I might never have them, or
ain't had one,
or theft, and they never had one. Yep.
But you're judged.
You're judged based
by
on
somebody
society.
Else's thoughts and their evil thinking.
Yep. It's crazy.
You may not ever have an accident, but because you live in this zip code, you don't mount up to over here.
Yep. So you are judged. So society put judgment on you too, not only other individuals that you, friends or family or somebody you're around, or coworkers. Coworkers might be a bad one as far as being judgmental, but
the car you drive.
Yeah, it's not only people. It's like I say,
It's a
corporations,
system.
the system, the
The
whole
world,
system.
the whole thing is screwed up.
Yep.
It's screwed up. It really is because it allows them to manipulate, taking advantage of people.
Yep. It do.
I knew a person that had a
Without being
policy.
questioned.
Yeah, without being questioned because they're going to make it the law. I knew a person that had an exam, everything went out, and they got a policy of $1 million, and they died the next day.
Oh wow.
So you see what I'm saying? But when you go to get your life insurance, they lie to you. They want to find out all this information because they're judging you by their thinking
Yep. That's it.
instead of a reality.
Yep. It is. It's sad. Life just judges you. I mean, every situation you go in is you being judged, and it is toxic. It is toxic because who wants to just because you live in 89156, you want to say my car insurance gonna be higher because I live up here. I don't think it's fair. I don't.
It is.
I don't
It
think it's
isn't
fair.
fair. It's
It is.
unfair. It's an unfair system that the law allowed people to do because it uses manipulation to say we're going to make them pay more over there. But supposedly, if that neighborhood is not up to par as to what they should be making, then why would you make them pay more?
Exactly.
If I don't have the Hollywood address,
Why would I?
why
Right.
would I have to pay more than that person in Hollywood?
Yep. That's true.
And their zip code. That's
That's
unscrupulous.
true.
That's the most stupidest thing. I mean, but they're doing this and they're getting away with it. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
so unfair to people.
Yep, it is. It's not regulated. I mean, it's not enough that we're not being judged by our peers.
Yeah,
That's
peers.
yeah, that's enough. We
Family judges you.
yeah. So and then you
If
gotta
you
deal with corporations and stuff. It's sad. It
and
really
then they
is.
judge you. People, I've just watched, sit back, watch. When they meet somebody, how many kids you got? Three. Then they try to get around to see if they all got the same. If they all got the
How
same
many
daddy.
baby daddies
Yeah,
you
how
got?
many that's
How
very
many baby
none.
mamas you got?
That's none of your
You know
business.
she got 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies.
Yeah, she must be a whore. You see what I'm saying? You could have been raped and had twins. You see, the devil is a
I
liar.
know, but that person that judged you put that little
They're
stipulation
judging.
on you and make you look like you a bad person,
Right.
which you're not. And furthermore, like I say, judge ye not. You're not supposed to judge nobody.
Right. I yeah,
We
no.
all are
Yeah.
down here living, trying to do the best, and we're all none of us are above sin. So, like you said about the lady, she sinned, they had sinned, so well, you can't really judge.
I went in a store one day. I'm not good about putting on clothes. So, I was working around the house in bleach and I had mixed max socks on, holes in my shirt, like I had chopped cotton that day. And I went in this market and security followed me every inch of the store on every aisle, and I wouldn't steal a bubba gum from nobody. He followed me all around in the store.
Because he based you
He based his
judged
opinion,
based
judged his
upon your
opinion
look.
on my
and what you
hair.
had on.
Believe me, my hair was. I was like rough. I knew I was rough too. So hey, but that's okay. I was rough, you guys. You wouldn't believe. You wouldn't even recognize me. I was rough. So one day I was going to an event and I went in there and I would have to get dressed up. It was a very elegant type of event. So I was dressed. He said, "Good morning, miss." So that just go to show you.
You
I
want
was
to say you remember me last week?
yeah,
You
I
was
was the
following me
same
around.
lady that you followed around in the store on every aisle, and I wouldn't steal anything. But that's another way that people judge.
Yeah, people judge you based on first appearances, what they think you. I mean, you look like you say you went in there, and I go to the store sometime out. If you cooking or something, and you just gotta run to the store and grab something else, and you be like, "Oh, I hope don't nobody see me."
Right.
You judge yourself
Yeah.
sometimes because you be like,
Hey, I know I'm rough today. I
"Yeah,
hope
I
I
know
don't
I
meet
look
my
bad. I
boss
hope
in
I
the
don't see
store.
nobody in the store
That
I
I
know."
know. Yeah. Yeah.
Or
That's a form of judgment.
yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes you judge yourself, but that's because you expect more of yourself, I guess, but I don't think nobody else should judge you because you don't know
I
what
mean,
a person could be looking like a bum girl and be a millionaire. So you can't. It's hard to judge and say what somebody is and what something ain't. So
right.
yeah, it's not judgment is can be fake. It can be a fake thing because you don't know just because you see it and it looks that way don't mean it's that way. Like you saying with the trees. Up, you go to a peach tree, you're not gonna get if you get a banana on the tree, you're gonna
Hey,
you gonna like
hey, maybe that would be like hitting you. Hey, they'll be like, you now is a millionaire. You got bananas growing on a peach
on
tree.
a peach
How did you
tree.
make that happen? You know,
Oh
what
yeah.
type of fruit is this? You know,
Yeah,
so
it's a lot of ways to be. People judge you on every situation. Though people are judged all the time. It's just a no. And I'm not saying I'm not judgmental. I do. I'll see people out now say they have thoughts. I might not say nothing to them, but you have thoughts, and that's a form of judgment. But it's just it is what it is. I think you see something, and you think, okay, that person that might be a bum, or that person ain't got nothing, or that person. But what do I know? What do I know? Just because I've seen that first time, I don't know that person's personal experience. I can't say. I can only assume. So judgment can be assumed. Some you assume in your own head, huh?
right. How many
Yeah.
times? I wonder how many times they've been married.
Yeah. Oh, how
Have
many?
they been divorced?
How many kids they have? Is
Yeah,
all them his kids?
yeah.
That kid don't look
That
like
don't
him.
look like him. Did they adopt
He
him?
might need to get a paternity test. No.
Yeah. Did they adopt? You know, people judge for all kinds of
I
reasons,
know
but
it.
don't get judgment confused with discerning things.
Mm.
That's two different things. I mean, if you know that somebody have did a robbery and broke in somebody's home and did all other kind of crimes, and you know this, you seen this photo in jail, you know this for a fact, and they knock on your door, you ain't stupid. You know, like, hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What do they want here? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That's just common sense. It's a difference between discerning something and
Yeah.
assuming or thinking you're
You know
better.
that's a fact. That's
Yeah,
pretty much a fact.
that's a
Yeah.
fact.
You know that happened.
That you're better. You're not, ain't nobody no better than nobody else on
No.
this
Even
God
if you're a
free earth.
criminal, I don't think I'm no think I'm no better than a criminal.
But people judge them too by
Oh
saying they
yeah.
can't be changed.
Yeah. And,
Some can't,
right.
but some can.
Some can. And
Yeah.
sometimes you're forced into certain situations. It's caused you to be a criminal.
Well, that's true, especially if you're hungry. Hey, it's different between a man stealing if he's hungry and he ain't hungry.
Right.
That's
So,
you know.
you can't judge him and say, oh, he's a thief because he went and stole something out the store. He might have been just hungry and needed to get something because he had no other means. So, judge, why would I judge him?
You know, I don't think, people, I think judging them makes them feel some sort of,
Yeah, because in that sense, if
uh,
I said something about somebody, it's not making me feel no kind of way. If I say, "Oh, he's a horrible person," and that's something I know, am I judging? Am I judging him, or am I just saying because I know for a fact? Facts that's different. If you
but
know
you don't
something for
even
a
have to
fact,
tell somebody he's a horrible person.
right?
You can just keep it to yourself.
No, for somebody else to know.
Yeah. But,
If he horrible, I don't want him coming messing with you, and you dealing with him, and you out.
if you got facts, if you
You
got
gotta have
facts
facts though. Yeah,
on the situation,
yeah, not just
but most people judge people because they want to feel that they have something,
or they're better.
that
You
they're
think
better in a way,
okay, and it's not
superior
necessarily
to.
facts.
No,
They
because
don't know the facts. They
nobody
don't know the
is
facts.
no better than nobody else.
Right.
I mean, you take, somebody may have tripped in life and maybe you haven't. But oh well, that doesn't make you better.
Better, right?
You may not have went to jail. Somebody could have went to jail. That doesn't make you better.
Better, yeah. Because I'm quite sure we've all did some things that was wrong and
Said
not
some
right.
things that was
Said
wrong.
some things, did some things
Behaved in a way maybe
that wasn't right.
wrong or
Yeah.
equate up to someone else, but was it something
Yeah.
wrong.
So we all can be judgeable.
Right. Exactly. But that's a good point. But you don't have to be.
You don't have to
All
be.
you got to do is just love somebody,
Yeah.
and maybe you can help them, showing them the goodness in you.
And yeah.
If you really want to judge them, by loving them, you'll show them how good you are.
And you won't have to. That's a good one.
You see what I'm saying?
Take some good over into them.
Take some good over into them instead of running your mouth
And talking about how bad they
and
are.
talking about how bad people are.
Yeah,
Help them,
by
show them your
you
direction.
really don't know. You just
And you don't know what people have went through or the
Yeah.
experiences that they've had.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know, so
And we know there's God has word in about being judgmental, and it's not to be, because you told us a story up front about that, how he forgave the lady pretty much.
of
They
course,
wanted to stone her to death for her sins, but he forgave her and just told her not to do it no more.
right.
So
I mean, come on, think about it. I mean,
so
who?
I think, I mean, who are we to judge? Who are you to judge somebody else's their actions? No, nobody. We're all human. We're all the same down here. So I
It
guess,
ain't nobody but one God.
yeah. So
There's only one.
and only God can judge me. Is
And
that a saying? Yeah. Only
and I love.
God can
Hey, that's
judge
one of my
me.
good songs that I like. Tupac. Hey, we talked about Tupac in another episode, but I love that. Only God can
Only
judge me.
God
So no
can
matter
judge me.
what you think about other people, you're not going to have anything to do with their salvation.
Yeah.
You can't change it. You can't add to it. You can't do anything.
Yeah. So your judgment don't really matter.
It don't even
Ain't worth
matter.
that.
It ain't
Don't
worth
even
a
matter.
bag
It's
of
just
beans.
a thought process that you have
Right.
in your mind to probably make you feel better, or to just
Superior,
have something,
whatever.
or have something to think about, or something to say, or you might want to say something to somebody else just about that person. That's your opinion.
And slandering people is even
Pretty
worse
much. It's pretty
than
much.
judging.
Yeah. That's
I
pretty
mean,
much
what makes you think that you need to tell somebody something bad?
about
I mean,
somebody else.
no, let's think about the logic of that. I know something bad about this person, and I want to go tell somebody else something about that person. What kind of person would you be?
And that's considered slandering, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Would that be judgmental?
it's worse. Keep your mouth shut.
Just shut up.
And love people for
Who
for
they
who you
are.
what comes from
Yeah.
you is what you are,
Yeah.
right?
And you can't judge nobody because they're different than you. Everybody not gonna be the same. God didn't make us all the same.
And
So
we may not have the same mistakes.
the same thoughts or the same anything. So
Right.
we can't really sit here and judge you because you think different or do different than me. That don't mean
Or
it's bad or it's wrong.
right.
We just don't do the same thing.
It could have a lot to do with your life, what you've been through,
Where
how
you
you were
come from, how
raised,
you were raised, of course.
trauma, just so many other things could be a factor, I think.
Yeah, and being some people just judgmental. It's just a nature for them.
Well, I think you're right
Yeah.
because what they want to do is sit high up on the horse
And make everybody else look bad.
and put you on the pony. Hey, I'm a high on the horse, so I say you this and you that.
Yeah.
But only God can judge.
Only
any
God
man,
can judge me.
And you do have a right to, depart from things that's not right and people that's not right.
Yeah.
But you don't even have to judge me.
Yeah, because you don't know my struggles and I don't know yours.
Right,
So
exactly.
we have to deal with them the best that we can, and don't judge me.
Yeah, or the way you wear your hair, or
Clothes I
they'll
wear. I might go to
they
Walmart
come
and
to
buy
your
some.
house and maybe think your house should have more. Then you
But
can always buy them more. You don't like the neighborhood they live in, why don't you go put them in the right neighborhood? They would appreciate it.
Right. Don't judge them, help them.
Yeah, help them. That's what you do. You don't like where they work for $15 an hour? Hire them and pay them more. Yeah, and you see, when you start to help, it get rid of the
It
judgment.
gets rid of, yep. It takes away the judgmental issues. It does. You don't get the opportunity to judge anymore.
You think your friend should have a better husband or a better wife? Try yours. You think you got the best? I mean, no, you don't want to do that. But
just a joke.
That's a joke. But I'm just saying, there's a way to not be so judgmental against people to make you think that you're better because you're
Yeah,
not.
you're not, and you have no right to judge. You're not above.
It's easier to
Any.
love people, I think, than it is to judge them.
No, it is much easier. I mean, you're gonna feel better. You'll feel
Yeah.
better than talking about somebody and saying what they this and they that. That's just gossip, pretty
And
much.
that's again, that's horrible for a truthful, just man to go around gossiping.
Yep.
And then somebody will say, "Well, I heard you say it." Well, how did you hear it? Think about it. How the hell did you hear it?
Who told
Who
you that?
told you that? And who were you talking to? And why were you talking about me that heard it?
Right, because you guys are
Because you're doing the same thing,
the
you
same
know.
thing, and you brought it back to me,
And you brought
and
it
I
back.
know. So that means
Yeah,
I can't trust you.
right. And that's exactly what it means. Because you have to be. So, I mean, you can see that people in the world are not so loving as they can
Yeah.
be.
We all are different. We have different thoughts, different ways of communicating
You're
ourselves.
right.
Yeah. So we have to work at what's best for us and try to get along with everybody and love one another. And I'm not gonna say I don't judge. I will have thoughts and might
You
even
probably
say
have a
something.
discerning,
Maybe so.
more a
Not
discerning
I
than
don't.
judgment.
Maybe so, because I don't hold it against them. I might say something like, see a
Oh,
person I don't
I mean,
even
a
know.
spade is a spade, right?
Right.
I
I
mean, you're not when you're playing spade. If anybody ever played it, you got the ace, you got the joker. You're not you throw that
a
head
joker
joker
is
out
a
there. You know
joker.
it's supposed to be the
And I
joker,
might make a
head of the
statement
deck.
about that, but I don't really consider being judgmental. I might just make a statement.
Yeah, well, that's a
I usually
discerning.
try to use facts, though. Every now and then, I
Yeah.
might see somebody out I don't know or care or never seen before, and I might say something, but it's usually in a joking manner. It's not something that I would even say to hurt their feelings in their face, and I think that that's a
A
difference too.
spade is a
A
spade. But
spade.
however, now I do say things because I you know how you're in the city and you see these people sitting on the corners with
Right.
signs up. Now, hey, if I am driving by and I see you with a $300 pair of sneakers on, a nice haircut,
And you asking for money, begging.
the skin is smooth, hey, and you're well groomed, and you got that sign up, I am judgmental. Hey, you better move it, buddy. But if you got somebody with no legs and they're out there, or you can see the condition is grave, you can see
You
it.
can
That's a
see that. That's
discerning. It's not
different.
judging.
Yeah.
But I am judging. If you're groomed up and shaved
And you
hair
out
is
there asking
better
me
than
for a
mine,
dollar,
and you
huh?
asking me for some cash, I'm judging.
Oh
I
my
am
God.
judging
I
you, buddy.
remember when my grandson used to say you pass by people that was homeless and was laying on the sidewalk or something. He was like, so Nana, they made bad choices, huh?
You know, yeah.
I don't know. I'm assuming they may have made bad choices or had some bad luck
Look,
one.
yeah,
So,
exactly. But you can help people in need by
yeah.
just the discerning.
Yeah, sometimes just giving them a few words of encouragement helps.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, to
But
get them through.
you wearing sneakers and I got mine from the dollar store. Hey, I'm
Yeah,
judging
I
you.
don't think you're gonna get my dollar.
You
I
ain't
do
getting
see them
that
like
dollar.
that be dressed, but I'm like, you don't look homeless. Their
You're
shoes are
not
clean.
getting my
I can't
dollar.
stand a homeless person with clean shoes. That
Yeah,
irks
now,
me.
hey,
I'm like,
my shoes got mud from cleaning up in
right.
the
I ain't even
yard.
homeless. I got dirty city shoes,
Right,
so you
yeah.
got
Your shoes ain't got no dust.
you're not homeless.
Hey, I'm judging you on that sign. Take that sign
You're
down.
hustling.
You're hustling. You get more cash than I'm getting.
You
So
ain't homeless. You're
anyway,
hustling.
yeah, we're not trying to say you have to judge people. It's better to love
Yeah,
people.
yeah, it just shows love.
Love,
That's
show
all we're trying
love,
to
not to
teach you.
slander people.
Love. Don't worry about
Love
what nobody else
else has
got,
got,
whatever.
what they're doing, what they drive, how they live, what's in their house. You can always donate. They do have those cards. What those cards are?
Gift cards.
Yeah, that's it. Gift cards. You can always get your buddy a good old gift card with about a couple of thousand on there. And they can go straight to the furniture store and
Oh,
upgrade whatever you want them to
that
upgrade
you don't like
that
about
you
it.
don't like. You can get them one for clothes, marketing, Whatever you like, pay their bills. If you think they should have more,
Oh,
better credit, pay their debt off. That's all you gotta do.
I know.
Love, right?
Be thoughtful, not
Be
judgmental.
thoughtful, not judgmental. Hey, we love you. We keeping it real.
All righty, we
Nice
are.
dropping in.
It's been fun. We hope to see you soon,
Right.
real soon.
Have a good day. Peace out.
Good,
Love.
good night.